Now I invite Nishi.
The first one is called Some Conversations, A Few Kitchen Tales. After a day's work, before he decided to rest, he would be in the kitchen. The door that led out into that backyard opened for some air. On the nearby table, my sister and I would be seated as he washed, chopped, prepped, and cooked. We would talk of our day at school, of the games, the quarrels, the learnings, the school bus stories, the homework all done. The conversations continued. There would be sounds from the kitchen, work mode on, the dinner as we waited and participated. Not just for the dinner, but for her to return from work. We would laugh at how the puris did not fluff up, of how there was no salt in the curry, of how the rasam tasted insipid at times, of the good tastes, stories of the household. And that was how things went on for some years, till we began to fill in the spaces. He would now be seated at the table nearby, and our conversations would continue. We took turns in cooking, chopping, cutting, cleaning, while the conversations went on. The second poem is called The Tempering. The kitchen metaphor continues in this poem as well. The hot oil waiting for the mustard that crackles. Chittapadalarthu. The right temperature for that crackle. There is music in the crackle. Try to hear it. In go the curry leaves, bright red chilies broken into pieces haphazard. The colors change and an aroma spreads. One that takes me on journeys with memories that flood as they gush like the droplets that gather in the eyes and hold still for a while. And the aroma goes fast forward. The third poem is called The Wooden Swing in Peddamamma's House. I wish I had a photograph of that 6-foot-long wooden swing that hung from the metal chains, hooks embedded in the ceiling, high. When I sat on it with others around me, others my age, with laughter and conversations at a different time. Much has changed now. Much has gone now. The house is now just a story, housed in my memory. The creaking of the swing, a harmony, in my mind remains. Like so many other things of days gone by, linger on. One wonders for how long. The last poem is called Just a Few Bricks Remain. 3 steps that led to a raised plinth, a door that led in and out, wooden pillars that held up the tiles on the roof, a lowered space in the center, an opening in the roof above, sunshine and rain, with the heat and smell, on all 4 sides rooms, habitation, noises, tears, voices that flowed. The wooden swing in a corner, the iron chains that held it in place as it moved a creaking, and some laughs or some sighs, some rest for sore souls, some moments of respite at times, of life lingering and moving on, a few pauses and then motion again. The mud floor that smelled in the evenings, the fragrance of the jasmine buds, that Kanakambram tree and its orange bloom, a few deft hands weaving them with thread. Just a few bricks standing, still holding on, all weathered. The steps beneath the soil embedded, lost to time, a flicker of memories. Thank you.